Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 6 starts now.
A decision is made about the status of a local high school administrator after some controversial comments he allegedly made to students.
A Harley owner wants to get the word out about the criminals targeting high-end motorcycles in Macomb County.
9 animals who've been through a living nightmare are removed as police break up a dog-fighting ring. And all of the dogs found severely injured and badly neglected.
Thankfully, someone did the right thing and called the Humane Society, which put this on the radar for police, too.
This week, officers showed up at a home on Detroit's east side and discovered the terrible conditions. Sean Lay is live tonight with more on the dogs and what they survived. Sean.
And Kimberly, you're right. Terrible conditions, also terrible injuries suffered by these fighting dogs. Investigators went in, they found the dogs. They also found guns, too.
So Wolverine is a pretty classic example of what we would call a game dog.
Take a look at this dog named Wolverine, a pit bull covered in scars, bite marks, other injuries. Recovered with 8 other dogs being forced to fight, all living in horrible conditions in the rear of this home on Packard, south of 8 Mile on Detroit's northeast side. Each dog suffering from severe injuries, from fighting and from neglect.
You know, you can tell these dogs have endured horrendous things.
A tip to the Michigan Humane Society led to an investigation. A search warrant at the home was served Thursday. The man at the home was convicted in 2012 of dog fighting. He never got jail time. A judge gave him just 5 years probation.
You know, this time he assured us that he was done. He's going to be out of the game now. So we'll see how long that lasts. If it wasn't for people who are actually good people who want to speak up and do the right thing, we couldn't do our job because we wouldn't know what's going on.
Probation for the first time around for this dog fighter. Michigan Humane Society investigators say they'll push for jail time this time around. Kimberly?
So, Sean, what about the dogs? Do we know what happens to them now?
Michigan Humane Society has them now. They are considered evidence. Think about it, though. It's the first time they're receiving shelter, food, water on a regular basis, and love. They're very calm. Once the court case is over with, they'll adopt them out to just the right families.
Poor guys. Okay. Thanks, Sean.
Motorcycle theft ring has been working over Macomb County, hitting one apartment complex in Clinton Township 3 times in the past week. One of the victims is speaking out about the theft of his high-end $30,000 Harley. Rod Maloney spoke to him in his living room, where he's now housing his replacement bike.
Tuesday night, on this very spot right here at the Harbor Apartment Complex in Clinton Township, Harley enthusiast Scott Silverthorne parked his brand spanking new Harley. He had picked it up the day before. He came out on Wednesday morning and poof, it was gone.
There wasn't even dust on it yet. I only had 300 miles on it.
Local 4 was with Scott this morning as he rolled the 80s vintage Harley his friend lent him until he can sort out the insurance claim into his living room.
For how much I pay a month for this apartment, it's pretty ridiculous that I have to pull my motorcycle inside to prevent it from getting stolen.
This is Scott on Monday when he picked up his new bike, a sparkling 2019 Harley Street Glide Special. He'd traded in a Harley he'd bought earlier this spring for the upgraded model, and since he works with motorcycles, he also spent a couple of $1,000s more customizing it to his exclusive and enthusiastic Harley tastes.
I sold my car because I plan on being on the motorcycle the entire summer.
So now Scott, who's a former Marine, is putting up this poster around the neighborhood, hoping someone saw something that could get him a lead on the thieves.
It's heartbreaking.
But Clinton Township police tell Local 4 that 2 other bikes have been stolen from the harbors here in the past week, and they haven't been recovered either.
Oh, I was ecstatic. I was enthused about getting the bike that I've wanted just about my whole life. And 2 days later, it's no longer there.
Now, to give you an idea how tough a Marine this guy is, we were in the apartment and the gas fumes from that old Harley would knock you over, but that's how he's living right now. He did also admit he made a mistake and he left a gun in the saddlebag, a handgun. So when he called the police, he had to tell them about that as well. He filed a police report. Back to you.
Well, it really does stink, Rod. Does the Harbors have anything to say about what happened?
Well, no, they had no comment, Devin, and it's funny because the Clinton Township Police told us that they used to have a rolling security going around in there, and for some reason they dropped that. There was also apparently some discussion about putting cameras up, but the company would not talk about that today.
All right, Rod.
All right, well, we've got a beautiful start here to the weekend. We just wish we could keep it up for
Gorgeous day.
all the fathers. Exactly.
I know,
this
but
weekend.
not so, right, Andrew?
Well, we have some showers that will be around, not all weekend long. I mean, they'll be on and off, but hey, we can still spend some good quality time indoors with Dad if you like. We're looking at 73 degrees right now over at Metro Airport. Dry for right now. You can see a few bits of green showing up here far to our north in parts of the Thumb across Lake Huron. It is rainier right now north of the Saginaw Valley and the northern lower peninsula. All this rain here is going to stay to our north, but we have more out here to our west. You can see how scattered about it is just west of Chicago. Out there right now, a mixture of clouds and sun, warm, comfortable, a wind out of the southwest, blowing pretty well too at around 18 miles per hour, but 73 degrees over at Metro. It remains dry, it remains warm for the ball game tonight. So at least come downtown to enjoy a little Tigers baseball. Cleveland's in town. Count on that first pitch starting on time just after 7, and we'll have temperatures in the 60s by game's end. More on that rain for the holiday weekend coming up. Now remember, you can track showers, temperatures, your latest forecast for myself and my local forecaster teammates on the Local Forecasters app. It has interactive radar, a whole bunch of updated features too. So download it right now. You'll need it for Father's Day weekend, and it's free. Best price in town. Just search WDIV in your app store.
We have a Local 4 News update for you this evening. An administrator at Port Huron High School is on leave as the district investigates possible derogatory comments he made in front of students. The administrator in question is the school's athletics director and assistant principal Greg Wagner. Port Huron Schools investigating whether he made racist comments to a group of 65 students. The school sent a letter to parents saying his intent was to talk to the student about the importance of athletes representing the school.
And we've got new dash cam video of a high-speed police chase that started in Warren this morning. Police were led on the chase by a black Town and Country minivan. Started on city streets, went onto the freeways and into the city of Detroit, where police ended the chase. Those in the van, though, are wanting connection with a shooting that happened on Detroit's east side yesterday afternoon. So police at this hour still looking for the van. We've got the license plate number. It's EBP 9023, Michigan plate EBP 9023. Police say if you see it, call 911 and do not approach.
Quicken Loans reaches a big money settlement with the federal government. Quicken will pay $32.5 million to end the lawsuit that alleged Quicken created hundreds of faulty loans. The government says Quicken Loans misreported the incomes of loan applicants to make them eligible for the federally backed loans. In written statements, Quicken and the Federal Housing Administration both said they're glad the years-long lawsuit is over, and they look forward to continuing their work together.
Well, he was wheelchair-bound for years, suffering from what doctors thought was an autoimmune disease.
But today, 17-year-old Emmanuel Franklin walked across the graduation stage after years of feeling restricted to a wheelchair. The teen enrolled in an online charter school.
And he told our Priya man that decision gave him the freedom to reach his potential.
These grads are meeting for the first time. That's because they attended online school. And we want to introduce you to one very special student who defied the odds.
I'm feeling amazing. Like, I never thought I would be here today.
17-year-old Emmanuel Franklin is finally in his cap and gown. At one point, this was a moment he didn't think possible.
I was in a wheelchair for a long time. The doctors were calling it chronic pain, but it was because of all the steroids I was taking for my asthma.
For more than 8 years, Franklin couldn't walk because of an autoimmune disease.
Brick and mortar school has been really hard. Like, I've been having teachers to help me write and stuff since it was like that bad.
He started to struggle in middle school. That's when he discovered the Michigan Virtual Charter Academy.
The transition to the online school was much better.
Administrators say the online charter school is a unique option for students facing barriers.
A lot of our students have been very distracted and distressed by bullying, anxiety issues, and various other mental health concerns that have made going into a public environment, sometimes that's just a lot for them to overcome.
The program gives students the chance to realize their dreams from the comfort of home, equipped with the tools they need to thrive.
The student does not pay any tuition, and also they're provided with a computer, a printer, and any other school materials that they would that they would need.
Emmanuel Franklin.
This was the moment Emmanuel has been dreaming of.
If there's anybody else like having difficulties going through school and stuff, just know that just keep working hard and just keep going through it, and you'll eventually make it out all right.
And after crossing the stage today, Emmanuel is thinking about going to Lawrence Tech to pursue a career in engineering. Congrats to all the grads. Reporting from Novi, I'm Priya Mann, Local 4.
Great scene. And since last year, Emmanuel had transitioned from using a walker to then a cane to today, where, as you saw, he crossed the stage on his own.
Congratulations to him, and what a great program, too.
Sweet. Yep.
Yeah. All right, time to get a check of what's coming up in about 20 minutes on NBC Nightly News.
Live to New York we go, where Lester Holt is standing by with a preview. Hey there, Lester.
Hey, Kim and Devin, coming up, the mother who's now the 8th American tourist to die on vacation in the Dominican Republic. What investigators are looking at in hotel rooms now as a potential cause. Plus, the shocking video, a driver appears to be asleep at the wheel while his Tesla is on autopilot on one of the country's busiest highways.
And not a momentary lapse. This went on for some distance, right?
Yeah, we're talking 30 miles, and police say because they didn't witness it, there's no way they could even punish the driver. But we're going to have details on what could be the next form of reckless driving. A lot of conversation about this we'll have on a Nightly News.
Yeah. Okay, we'll talk to you in a little bit. Lester, thank you. Still ahead, a decision is made in Utica that may force more than 50 seniors to find a new place to live.
That's coming up, and here's Dr. Frank McGeorge. Doc?
The kids are heading off to camp and the local pool, but what illnesses are they taking with them? I'm Dr. Frank McGeorge. Coming up, see what's going around that's hitting hard in children and many adults, too.
All right, Frank. Also, the dog named Stormy senselessly shot right in front of her 9-year-old owner. Then surgeons had to rebuild her jaw, but the story does have a happy ending and an uplifting scene that you'll see right after the break.